Good afternoon. My name is Charles Jefferson. I'm sitting alongside Pastor Reverend Lever Kemp, and he's about to share with me some moments back from different eras, being the 60s and 70s. So just enlighten me, Brother Lever, about some of the things that you remember uh, growing up together during that time. All right, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
Well, I remember both of us growing up in with traditional family, the mother and father. We both had in common that we both were pigeon-toed. We both walked slow and grew up respect with a lot of respect for the elderly. Also, we grew up in a pretty tough neighborhood
Yeah.
where it was a lot of things that were illegal going on that we had to face in every day. We had a very strong religious base from our parents and were very disciplined by our parents. Also, we grew up in a community that we played sports by season.
Yeah.
If it was softball,
This is
baseball
right.
season, we
Hmm.
played baseball.
Absolutely.
We go to tennis court we call basketball and played basketball. We
Yes.
during the summer we had the swimming pool and
Hmm.
we were kids that just the trouble wasn't really there that much because we always had some sports activity to do.
Absolutely.
Uh, we grew up knowing how to play ball from a real young
Yeah.
age from those who came before us and
Yes.
growing up with Charles Ray, he grew up behind us. He was some years behind us, but if you would see him, you wouldn't think that he walked slow. He was pigeon-toed like myself.
Yeah.
That he could move fast and that he was very athletic.
Go ahead, brother.
And I
Yeah.
remember when we was older and we would play football in City Park,
Yeah.
and we would choose the side, and sometimes we didn't have enough to play on each side would
Right.
equal up, or we would look and say, well, we're going to get Charles Ray. And we
Yeah.
can't hit him, but we're going to get him. And when we would choose him, sometimes he was very hard to catch up with. He was able to catch the ball and he was
Oh
able to
yeah.
play along with us, but he was
Absolutely.
much younger, so he was a gifted young man from a young age, and
Absolutely.
he's a person that my brother. I started coaching first, but I played baseball and softball, and I turned the team over to my brother. And
Yeah.
my brother had the blessings of also coaching Charles Ray for many years in softball,
Yeah.
and they had a very good team. They were good, and all the way through. So pretty much growing up in that neighborhood, playing sports was something that we would do. We would gather up,
Yeah.
either go in City Park or we call it McKinley Field. It's
McKinley
called
Field.
Breck Brooks
Brick
Park
Park.
today.
Yeah.
And so we always had something to do, and we would get the kids, and I ran track in school,
So
and
stop right there. Hold that thought. Let me ask you something. We're gonna just kind of segue into something else real quick. Like, how about explaining to me just kind of briefly as far as you, I deem to be the creator of the neighborhood relays. Okay, can you just give us a little bit of a synopsis as far as what your intent purpose was as you would go through the neighborhood to seek out talent, as far as maybe recruiting kids to come and possibly try out for the softball team? Kind of tell the people what you were looking for as far as, whether quickness, speed, just agile, somebody you felt like could probably make a difference on your
well,
ball.
well, from elementary and junior high school, I ran track.
Yeah.
I followed in the footsteps of my brother Cecil, who had scholarships in college to run
Mm-hmm.
track and play basketball. And we had talent in the community.
Yeah.
And when I really started the relay, I
Yeah.
would get different areas, different streets to run against each other. And what I would do,
Yeah.
those who lived on the street knew who was the fastest in that area and could
Mm-hmm.
run. And we would get them and put them together and they
Yes.
would compete in a relay.
Relay.
I learned we had like the 440 and the sprints.
Yeah.
And we knew that on Matilda Street it was wider
Yeah.
and you could do a better run than you could do on a smaller street like Orange
Absolutely.
or Apple. And so we would take Matilda Street to run our relay on.
And we could use, let me say this, we could use anywhere from like 3 to 4 people per leg. To, you could
Correct.
start at the first leg, could be 3 or 4
Correct.
people based on the width of that street.
Because you had enough space
people,
for
enough
lane.
space.
Yeah.
There you go. So,
Even in turns, you had enough space for
Right.
lane. And so we would do it that way. And out of that, we found out that we had some talent, even in track, and from that would lead over to playing softball and other things. We would go and play football. We knew who to pick to play football because we know who could run fast, and we know, and different individuals left from there and went and played college ball, and they went on, and even we had Charles Ray to sell even from college to pro.
Right.
So that was the idea, was to have something to do. It wasn't exactly that creative. It was like having something to do and things that I grew up doing with my brother.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. Look, we're going to end it right there. I know you've got things to do, man, but I certainly do. I appreciate you taking our time to share some of those moments during that era. And I just want to say, man, God bless. Thanks for your time, and hopefully we can do it again soon.
Okay, God bless.
All right, I'm out.